Thanks for listening. This podcast is proudly brought to you by OG Haulage. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with a mate.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
All right, build a possum box.
Cool.
Welcome back to Get Outdoors with Drew and Cam. Back again for another ep.
Back again.
Smack out another one.
Absolutely. You know what the best part about this episode, Cam?
What? That's not planned?
School holiday activities.
Yes. We'll try and get out a few ideas for some people that might be wondering what to do over the next 2
Kids
weeks.
are on school holidays. And I think because
Yeah.
we're dropping on the first week, you know, you got the 2 or 3 days of kids settling in, no school, they're all excited.
Sleeping, messy rooms.
That's it.
Yeah.
Up until the batteries run out, mate.
That's
At
it.
about the 3rd or 4th day, the batteries run out. And
The wheel
parents go,
falls
what
off.
do I do?
Yep. We're here to try and give you some ideas.
And because you and I are both parents, and we're both outdoors families,
Yep.
I reckon that's a big thing that we throw some ideas out there.
And not overly expensive, not far from home.
Well, I reckon we bang out some freebies.
Yep.
But trying to cater to everyone, that's probably the biggest thing that you and I have discussed.
Yeah, that free low budget as well.
Bingo.
Like, yeah.
And I mean, just to throw some ideas, we may give you one that you never thought of. We might be doing a repetition of get out there, check this out, check that out. But stiff, like, get out there and do it.
We're just trying to promote people to get outdoors and try and get your kids up off the couch.
Get off the couch, get
Yep.
away from screens. Mate, I want to kick off my first idea.
Yes.
I reckon we just come up, let's just talk for a period of time and just come up with some ideas. But my first idea that I had
Yep.
was a backyard camping challenge.
Always good.
Mate, if you've got a bit of gear,
Yep.
set up a tent in the backyard, roll out those swags, and get the kids out there. Light a fire in your back. Well, not lit. See if you can light a fire in the backyard.
If you've got a little fire pot.
If you've got a fire pit.
Yeah, fire pit. Or that always works.
100%.
And, hey, if you're doing that, go with the one match challenge.
Hey, there's something else you can throw
That's
in
a
there.
very handy, easy one, and it puts a bit of pressure on a kid to build the
Exactly,
fire right.
exactly
Here's your
right.
one match. Good
A
luck.
little bit of education.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I mean, there's a bit of learning involved in that.
That's right.
You can set up a set of fairy lights for your kids.
You could go the whole box and dice, or you could go bare bones and basic.
Bingo. And I
So-
mean, we're talking kids in Melbourne. Yeah, it's freezing cold at the moment. So how about we sit around and do some marshmallows at night with no screens, and we
Yeah.
tell camping stories or travel stories or ghost stories, or find a story for your kids that go, I'm going to engage you, and we talk.
Yep.
And cook marshmallows. You don't even have to camp. Get it in the backyard and
That's
use
right.
your backyard.
That's exactly right. You know, I remember doing backyard sleepovers, just a trial gear when I was younger. And if you know what, if it all goes to pot, you just turn around and go, all right, I'll pack this up in the morning, I'm going to bed.
Bingo.
Walk inside, you're
And
warm,
the
you're toasty, and you're
the
in
worst
bed.
thing you'll have in Melbourne is your gear might be a little bit wet.
That's it. But you dry
Cool.
it out the next day, pack it all away.
But if you're anywhere north of the border,
Yeah, it might be dry all night. and
get them
dry
out in
all
the
day.
backyard.
That's it. It's just those simple ideas. Well, we're on the topic of backyard stuff.
Yeah.
Backyard bird watching. You
Yeah.
think how many different species of birds you have come into your backyard? Why do they come in there?
True.
We used to have the New Holland honey eaters. What was it? The another little honey eater. Not the ringneck. What were they? I forget.
I'm not actually a
Anyway,
bird watcher, mate, so I'm not sure.
I'll skip there.
Yeah.
You know, your rosellas, your rainbow lorikeets, your
Even down to
cockatoos,
your
corellas,
magpies.
your magpies, mate.
What if, I think
Why are they coming in?
You mentioned the idea as well. How would you go about getting them in?
Yes, well,
Here's an activity.
Yeah.
Here's activity number 2.
here's another one. Yeah, I mean, okay, so what do they want to eat? The main thing is food, water,
Yes.
shelter. They're
Yes.
the 3 main things that animals need. So you could look at going, all right, let's go to the nursery and find some plants that the honey eaters might like.
Yep.
The rainbow lorikeets will like.
That brings the birds in.
Brings
Yep.
birds in. So that's build a simple bird feeder.
Dude.
That's a slab of timber sitting on a fence post, realistically.
Bingo.
So, and you'll be surprised at how many different birds you actually start having turn up to that.
Yep. And what about nocturnal? What would you do for
Your
nocturnal
possums.
side of things?
Come on, every backyard in Melbourne's probably got a possum that visits. I know
I'd say
you've
just-
got about 6 or 7.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When the weather's right, we got a heap that turn up. But on the flip side too, if you're outside of Melbourne, what other nocturnal animals can you find?
You'll have your owls and all that sort of stuff. You'll even probably have frogs in your backyard that probably
100%.
some people wouldn't even be aware of.
Get up around Queensland, you'd be chasing cane toads.
Cane toads. I mean, a quick jump on Google, because it's always a simple tool.
Yes.
How to build a possum box.
Oh, yeah.
Hunterwildlife.org.au has come up as one of the first searches.
Hunterwildlife.
Life.org.au.
Okay.
And that gives you learn how to build the box, all the information, measurement sizes, what equipment to use.
I did this with the girls a while ago, and we had some old fence palings.
Yep.
Now, they'd been old enough that there was zero garbage. They were weathered enough.
Yep.
Exactly, that it wasn't going to affect them. We built a couple of birdhouses, and they got used for a couple of years by different birds.
Yeah. And that can be a simple thing. The kids actually, it's a little bit of arts and crafts in the backyard.
Yes.
It can be generally pretty low cost at the end of it.
True.
And it's the kids working with their hands.
And you're actually giving them a
purpose, a task.
Yeah, the task at the end of it, when you find out there's animals in there, the kids will get a kick out of knowing that they've added something to nature as well.
You know what? That's
And
when some
learnt a
animals
skill.
get some pretty wicked names too.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And learn some skills.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Have you ever heard of, this is my other one, geocaching?
Yes, I have heard of geocaching.
It was not that, like, can't say I'm today old when I found out about it. I heard about it a while ago, but basically, as a description, mate, a real life treasure hunt that you can use a phone.
You can use a phone. I know my hound hunting, my Garmin tracker that I use for hound hunting.
Yep.
That has actually got a geocaching feature on it as well.
So, for the listeners that don't know, geocaching is you will find grid references, and when you go there, you find the place that's nearby if you want to. But when you go there, it'll be
There's some very elaborate ones.
Oh, absolutely! Like there's it's
this
like
bolt.
a puzzle.
Yep.
Yes, you got to push this bolt, and then you got to turn this, and then grab that, and then a key falls out. You undo the padlock, and then there's a book that you write your name in and the time you were there.
Yeah.
So it's like a visitor's book, but you've actually had to trek to find where it is.
Yes.
And there are a absolute bucket load of them on Facebook.
Oh, it would be insane the amount of geocaching stuff that you can find.
So that's geocaching in itself. But if you actually didn't want to include a phone for yourselves out and about, what if you actually went and created a treasure hunt for your kids?
Simple orienteering with a cheap compass.
Well, that's a sort of dead skill, but it's not a skill that you want to leave behind.
It's not a dead skill. If it can be utilised quite a bit.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Nowadays, it's a dead skill,
Yep.
right? But for people that do go out bush, it is worth learning. And this is, again, we're trying to get people off the couch and learn something, aren't
Yeah.
we?
And
So,
it doesn't have to be a big, huge, isolated or remote area that you go and do this. That can be a local reserve that's 2 hectares big, like in
bingo.
size.
Or it can be, my thought was, if you've got a beach near you or a river near
Yep.
you or a national park near you, that if one of the parents can actually just get on ChatGPT and go, this is my area, can you design me a treasure hunt? So maybe you need to get certain leaves, or you need to pick up 5 bits of rubbish and put them in a bin, or anything.
Five bits of rubbish in a bin is something everyone should do.
I agree.
Yep.
But hey, we're making an actual treasure hunt
That's
out of
right.
this, so
Yep.
we're making a fun time.
A learning and educational experience.
It's educational learning experience. You're dead right. So you can do as a treasure hunt and just find different things as a creative to go from there. Try
Yep.
and get a certain photo of a certain bird or anything like that that's creative that keeps your kids interested and
Yep.
off the couch will give you another 24 hours grace, and they will talk about that quicker than what they will telling you about the last TikTok dance they were trying to learn.
They're outside burning energy.
Bingo.
It's always a win.
Exactly. And when you're going with them, it's your win as well.
Yeah.
Did you have another one?
I've got another one to throw in there because
man.
I've been doing this a bit with my young bloke, is hitting the local pump track or the bike park, a skate park. Now, I know skate parks can be daunting.
Absolutely.
Particularly with younger kids. They can be dangerous places, but find a local bike park, a bike track, a skate park, a pump track,
rail
trail. That's distance and kilometres. It's fitness. It's outside, fresh air.
100%.
Hopefully the sun's shining. You know what else you could do?
Go ahead.
Park run.
Could do park
I
run on
heard
a
some
Sunday.
bloke mention a park run.
Yes.
So on a previous episode, you'll have to check the back catalogue for that.
I'd go
But
back on that one, definitely.
yeah, so, you've got all these ideas that are close to home, easily accessible,
Yes.
and, hey, it's the first week of school holidays. You'll do a fun thing. We normally do one big gesture over the school holidays.
True.
And then the rest of it's little day trips and things like that.
If you were to do a rail trail or a bike ride or something like that, if you do a little bit of planning for your young one to go on this rail trail, try and find somewhere like, I know Warburton, the rail trail up that way, has cafes very close by.
It's spaced out along the whole rail trail.
Chuck them out, chuck the bikes, get on the rail trail, scoot along, find yourself a cafe, reward them with a little treat.
Hot chocolate.
Give them a hot chocolate. And that's one-on-one time that they're not stuck there sitting on a screen, riding a bike, they're moving.
You ride there, have your sit down, and then you ride home.
And it'll be something you've never seen. Even for Melbourne to go up to Warburton and walk the river, throw a fishing rod in the back.
There is the mountain bike park that's opened up in Warburton.
There's also the mountain bike park up there.
If you're
100%.
feeling that little bit more adventurous and have those teenage boys or girls that want to really get into it.
What about if there was really rainy days, Cam?
Really rainy days. Well, you know my opinion on that. There's no bad weather, just bad clothing.
No, but there's a lot of people that don't carry the clothing you carry. What if you actually included your kids and you had a cook-off challenge?
Yes. You could even just break down a simple damper recipe in the kitchen.
Scones.
Yeah, scones.
Lemonade and flour and a little bit of whatever yum in between.
Yep.
What are you doing? You're giving your kids a couple of hours plus an experience and a bit of growth.
I was also going to say you could probably find an indoor mini golf centre.
There's your other one.
That's always good fun.
So if you were to just rock them back onto this cook-off challenge, talk to your kids, get them to design a meal, give them a budget, take them to the shops, they buy that
They go through,
food
they
for that dinner,
find what they need for it.
teach them how to cook.
Yeah.
Right? Give them that awareness of if your kids haven't learnt yet, maybe they have learnt and you go, hey, let's light a fire in the backyard and you're going to cook a spit roast for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Be yuddy. Some kids are going to love that.
Yes.
Some kids will want to learn how to cook scones because they get to enjoy the food after it.
It's that, the job and the reward at the end.
It's about the reward.
Well, but hey, these are the things, mate. That's simple stuff that you can do at home that doesn't cost you the world.
That was my point.
Yep.
Cook-off challenge, you can say we're going to make a snack or a dessert or you're going to do the whole meal. It comes down to your budget.
You could even go, hey, find a new national park that we want to go have a walk in. You guys can find it. You tell me the walk that you want to do. We'll work it out. We'll pack our lunch. You'll pack a snack. You'll pack your drink bottle. Anything else that you could possibly need.
And if your kids are into it, give them binoculars.
Well, there you go.
Knock a picnic up together. Even if you just make, like, the thing we always fall back on, dude, is we'll just make some rolls and make salad and salami rolls or something. So it's low dollar, but it's good food to take with you and take a packet of chips and some biscuits that they can snack on as well.
You need a lolly or two here and there as well, just to keep a kid driven to get back to the car sometimes.
100%. And if you were to, while the parents are at work or if the kids are on school holidays, they could bang off, I don't know, a page each of different birds.
Yep.
And you're actually giving them a target to look for while you're out there. Per se, there's magpies. Cool, I can tick that off.
Yep.
How many have you seen? Rosellas. Pick all the basics.
Yeah.
4 or 5 basic birds you see around a national park. Are there any extras down the bottom?
Yep.
The reward is you get X, Y, or Z more lollies, or you can do this, or you can do that. And it's exercising outdoors for everyone, eh?
We speak about the cooking thing too.
Yeah.
Right. This is the jet boil. This is what I use to cook when I'm out in the bush. What would you cook and how would you do it?
There's your challenge.
And these are all the basic things that you don't realise, but you're setting them up for future.
Bingo.
When they decide that they're going to go out bush, well, Dad used to cook Maggi noodles in that.
I usually, when we talk to people about this kind of stuff, and there's a lot of parents through my daughter's school that have actually bailed me up and said, oh, you guys do camping, I heard Viv. And I'm like, yeah, we do. And they're like, oh, we can't get out of a hotel room. And I'm like, that's okay. Viv was brought up quite similar.
Yep.
They would not stay anywhere that was less than a motel room.
Yep.
And they went to some great places.
Along the lines.
Yet when I met Viv, my first outing with her was in a tent and it leaked.
And it was
in the middle
Dartmouth,
of Dartmouth paddock. So the opportunity that you're presenting your children to learn more extra things may actually tick that box that your kids want.
I'm going to make you hit the marketplace button because I've said marketplace twice now, but I'm saying marketplace again for the third time. Now, we will work out where that button is. It can be as simple as buying a little cheap 2-person tent off marketplace and you've set them up. Go on, you've got to hit it again.
No,
Marketplace,
keep going.
marketplace. You've bought that. They can be set up in the backyard.
Yep.
It's an easy overnighter. And for them, that's something that they'll remember.
At the very least, you could borrow it of someone.
Yeah. If you know someone that's got a tent, borrow one.
Borrow it.
You don't have to buy it all.
No.
And you can take your pillow with you. You can take doonas and blankets and stuff and make yourself
load
as
up-
warm and as
load
comfy
up
as you
on
can.
blankets, mate. There's
Yeah.
nothing better.
This time of year, you want a big fluffy nest that you can sort of crawl into realistically.
Correct.
But it's all cheap fun. And this is all around your house realistically.
Yes.
So,
What about if it was a nice day? You can't really find much nearby because the water's cold. But if you knew someone with a dam or a river near your house, we're talking Melbourne, outside of Melbourne, any other state in Australia, what if you took your kids fishing or yabbying?
it's a little bit tricky for yabbies this time of year.
Yeah.
They generally push themselves down into the mud.
I know, but if you throw a bit of meat,
There's always a chance. There's always a rogue.
school holiday program
Yep.
at near mine, the local pier. It's called That's the Thing About Fishing. Mm-hmm. The gentleman there who runs that has a school holiday program.
Yep.
It is free. He supplies rods. He teaches you stuff. There's people to monitor the kids. As an adult, you have to be there with the kids to monitor them.
Yep.
But he introduces kids to fishing and stuff like
Okay.
that. I'm like, there's another one, again, called That's the Thing About Fishing. It's all about getting kids in the outdoors off the couch.
A quick Google search on Victoria Fisheries page.
Yes.
Will show you where they've stocked catchable rainbow trout or brown trout.
And it'll give you hints and tips on how to go
Hints,
about
tips,
it too.
how to fish for them. And it
even-
doesn't need to be an expensive setup.
So look at Kmart. What we were advertising the
They
Jarvis
were
Walker.
$27 odds.
Now they're $30.
Yeah.
But
It
at
must have been us
$30
pushing the sales.
Yeah, it could have been.
Bumped them up there.
Could have been. $30 for a rod with a hook.
Yep.
Couple of bits and pieces. And if not, find someone that fishes and go, hey, I'm interested in getting my kids out fishing. What can you do to help us along with that?
Yet again, I'm going to make you push the marketplace button because if you're going to go out and buy rods, have a look on there too, because you can normally pick up a handful of rods for a decent price.
Garage sales.
Garage sales, yep, perfect. And mate, they're spots that you can pick up a cheap tent that somebody's had that they've used twice.
Correct.
So these are the things, it's looking at those sort of options. But yeah, I jump on fisheries page, make sure I'm not saying it yet. I'm not saying, you're going to say marketplace.
Also, I've been looking, and a lot of them have popped up on Marketplace.
Yep.
Junior backpacks.
Yep.
I saw some on there that they were, I think it was about a 25 litre or 30 litre backpack.
Yep.
Hunting one, but it was in camo,
Yeah.
different, but it was $25. You can load a couple of kids up with them and go for a full day out. They can carry their own food and water, stuff like
Yep.
that, pair of binos if you find them, and go from there and make your, again, treasure hunt list.
Well, I'm pushing the wife. Well, the aim is for this holiday period, if we can get one of her friends online to jump on with it, we are going to be sending them on an overnight hike with the twins.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the plan.
Yep.
It was originally going to be, can we all go? Unfortunately, with our young bloke, one of us is going to be staying home. I said, well, you know what you're doing. Why do I need to go?
Yep.
She's been a little bit dirty at me because I've been getting away for a couple of overnighters here and there.
Yep.
It's your turn. I'll stay home with the young bloke and you go. So, it's that local little picnic ground,
If
like we did
you-
at Mortimer's.
If
It's not far away.
Yep, 100%. Find that little one out the back of nowhere. Have an
Yeah.
overnighter if you can. I think a lot of this depends on whether a parent has a day off, like if mum's home
Yes.
or if dad can take a day or two off or something like that as well.
Yep.
That we pre-plan that kind of idea. I have to do that with my girls.
Yep.
And that's cool. The flip side of that is you may have people that absolutely and utterly cannot bear the thought of camping. I know people.
I'm sorry.
Cam,
I'm
it's okay. Don't have a heart attack. People like that do exist.
I know, but I don't know why.
They do exist, Cam. Don't faint.
I'm not picking on you. It's just you've obviously had a bad experience and not giving it another go.
Well, everyone sees things
Everyone
differently.
has, yep.
So the other ideas on the side of that, if you have, like, you get the kids to keep busy during the week with little tasks.
Yep.
So you get to the weekend or the second week. We all dread that second week. I call that Thunder Week
Okay.
because just before it goes loose with the weather, you get thunder, right? And then you'll get the storm. What about if you looked in your local area or town for a museum you've never stepped into before?
Yep.
Not just Melbourne, not just New South. What if you actually
Wherever
did a
you
day
are.
trip somewhere? Even down for Port Welshpool, they've got the Maritime Museum down
Yep.
there, right?
Yep.
It's popped up. We've been going there for years, and it only popped up in the last sort of couple of visits that we've been there that I'm like, we haven't even looked there yet.
Yeah.
Why not? So, museum, look for a science centre.
Science works for us in Melbourne.
Melbs,
That's a great day out with a lot of interactive stuff for kids to do.
But for us not living over the border in New South or Queensland or WA,
WA.
or even another country that we know listens to us,
Yep.
for in England,
This
things
is
like
right,
that,
yep.
have a look at where you haven't taken your kids or yourself and go, there is a museum in the next town that may have history you know nothing about.
This is the thing we always say. It's amazing what you find in your own backyard.
Bingo, dude.
Yep.
Or hit the aquarium.
Yep. Local aquarium, a local zoo, a wildlife sanctuary.
When we had the caravan in Rosebud, we always talked about looking back on memories of places we go.
Mm-hmm.
We've always done that, even with the potty. You and I continually talk, when I was a kid, I remember this.
Yep.
There was an aquarium down at Rosebud that we would go to at least twice a year.
Yep.
I remember it because this thing had seahorses.
Okay.
And as a kid, blew my mind.
See, I remember Putt Putt at Rosebud West before it was,
Yes.
what's it called now?
Capel Sound.
Capel Sound, that's the
Capel
one.
Sound, yep.
Yep. So, I mean, it's those small adventures that you do remember.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. The flip side of that, what about a lot of people probably aren't into the camping side of things, which we did state, and this is another free one. What if you plan for a Saturday or a Sunday morning sunrise adventure? Get up early, hike to a lookout. Why not cook your breakfast on a camp stove and watch the sun come up?
Those camp stoves don't cost you a fortune from Kmart.
Mate, they're cheap as. You take a little fry pan from home, you take some eggs, or you take, depending if you're a veggie or not, take whatever you want to have your breakfast, even if you pre-plan and you made peanut butter rolls. It doesn't actually matter. It's not about the food.
It's about the trip and being
It's
up
about
there
the
to watch it.
experience
Yeah.
and the time you're out there. I mean, you and I both agree on that. We'll never sit there and go, do you remember this, what we ate? Or do you remember watching that TikTok when we were there? No.
The food never comes into it.
No.
The
It's
food never comes
sustenance.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember it if it's bad, though.
Oh, you always remember bad food. But it's, you talk about doing the sunrise, the sunset as well.
Sunset as well.
Bit
dude.
easier.
Trying
Have to
look-
remember this time of year, though, pack some extra clothing.
Yes.
It does get cold as soon
Keep
as that
yourself
big
warm.
warm ball goes down.
But if you're driving out there, take a couple of blankets.
Yeah, that's it. It's not a hard thing to do. It's not an expensive thing to do. What else could we be doing? We could be pushing kids to do all sorts of things.
What about flying a kite at the beach?
I was just about to bring up flying kites
What
because
if
we
you've-
used to do that with
What
the
if
kids.
you've got a crappy day and it's windy as? You go to your local toy store and they're guaranteed, but even better,
Make them.
dude.
We used to make them.
Dude.
Yes.
Didn't we do that at school?
I did it at school, and I think we did it in Scouts too.
I did it at school, and you got a garbage bag, 2 bits of dowel, and
Yeah.
you made a Scott sled kite.
Okay, I can't remember the name of it. Look at you go.
That was a big rectangle.
Yeah.
You put the poles down where the angles change. You had 2 triangles on the end. Like you just cut out a big, dirty, big garbage bag.
Yep.
Glue the poles on there. Put holes in the ends, corners.
Yeah.
And the harder you pulled it, the higher this thing went up. And it was called a Scott sled kite.
Okay.
Dude, epic fun.
Hey, do you remember the egg drop challenge?
Oh, no.
We did that at high school.
Right.
We had the split level balcony, and you
Yeah,
had
yeah.
to drop an egg. You had to build something to drop the egg from
And
height,
not breaking.
and not break it.
We never did that.
I mean, you could do that in the backyard, and the kid stands on a chair.
Yep.
And drops the egg to see if it's enough to cushion
If
the
you were to
fall.
go to a $2 shop and buy
Cotton wool, some balloons,
500 balloons,
Yeah.
not 500 balloons, 500 straws,
Yeah.
straws and a glue gun, or straws and sticky tape. Mm-hmm. Trying to make a bridge to see if you can get the big Tonka truck across it without it breaking.
Yeah.
Depending on your child, you have ideas.
It's the arts and crafts side of things. It's like we've said, the possum box, the bird box. All these sorts of ideas are all easily achievable. It's just time.
What about if you've got a couple of dollars up your pocket, you go and do the op shop challenge, resulting in a concert that the kids can put on for the family or family and friends.
See, I was partial to a bit of op shopping when I was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not against op shopping,
Yeah.
especially now with the likes of Savers and things like that. I love when we go travelling, right? And this will be something we'll do. You go find the local op shop in the middle of nowhere, and you walk in there and there's old R.M. Williams jeans, or
Yep.
there's like the clothing differences between the city and the country. You're like,
huge.
dude, epic.
Yep.
Right? You could do that. I think we threw out earlier, we were talking about doing like a treasure hunt. You could do a nature scavenger hunt.
Yep. We've mentioned scavengers and geocaching and along those lines.
Correct. What about if you get out and about and you were to take the kids to either like an animal sanctuary or a local farm?
There was, what was it, Chesterfield Farms?
Locally in the eastern
Locally
suburbs?
in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne?
I'm absolutely guaranteed sure there are children's farms around Australia.
Yeah, there would be. Petting zoo
Absolutely.
style stuff. Yeah.
And we have the bonus, and I mean, we highly encourage people to get off their phones.
Yep.
But to find the info while you're sitting there at night,
Sometimes
kids
you
are in
need to look
bed,
at 'em.
you do a bit of digging, write them down, look at the opening and closing times, and then go, right, Thursday I've got the day off. You could get up and watch the sunrise in the morning.
Yep.
During the day, do something else. Go to the beach and do a scavenger hunt, or trying to find bones from animals that
Yep.
were laying by, or feathers, or certain shells or rocks. Mid-afternoon, cook scones. And then that night,
You'll have very knackered kids.
you will have wrecked kids. But what have they done all day? They've learnt
been
something.
busy.
And you
Yep.
have encouraged them and given them tasks, and they get a mental reward from that.
Yep. That's right.
I am a genuine believer that if you achieve something, a new, and this is where Nadine came in with that discussion as well, by learning a new task,
Yep.
you get a mental reward from that you can't buy.
No, you can't. And
Literally.
that can be the same as visiting a new area. You've looked at, we've always said it, you drive past them constantly and you go, I should actually go have a look. Well, go and do it.
Yeah.
That's what this time of year is for.
100%.
So,
And if you've got the availability, why not build a cubby house in the backyard somewhere? I mean, every kid that grew up wanted next door neighbour's cubby house.
yeah, that even the blanket fort.
I was just heading for that.
Strip couches of cushions and
Yes.
all sorts of stuff and build a blanket fort.
You could go to Kmart and get those, they're like $4 or
little
$5.
bulldog clip things.
Yeah. But for like $4 or $5, you can get fairy lights.
Yep.
Right? You
Little
put
battery pack
broom
one.
handles.
Yeah.
You get big blankets overhanging with the blanket fort.
Have a
Set
picnic in there with them.
Have a picnic.
Yeah.
Get them to watch a movie. They've actually made a creation for themselves.
Become a kid again.
Still gives it, dude.
Get rid of adult responsibility and become
That's
a
it.
kid again.
How much kids love it when you actually get on the floor with them and play with them is such an interaction that you can't buy. It's not funny.
The thing I can't realise and fathom is how much when you're younger you want to hurry up and grow up.
Yep.
Don't. It sucks. You've got too much responsibility.
It's a trap.
Hey, a bird watching, I'm seeing a blackbird in your backyard right now. There you go.
Nice.
So, it's,
What about if it came to, you're talking about bird watching. What's that introduced one that we're trying to get rid of currently? Is it
Indian miners.
Indian miners.
Yes.
For the people that actually don't mind, you can get, I think we were discussing it
They're
earlier.
a cage trap through a lot of local men's sheds make them.
That's it.
Some grain shops sell them. Now, we have an issue with them down here in Victoria particularly. These birds are an invasive introduced species. They will have generally around 7 nesting sites, and they will throw other birds' chicks and eggs out of the nest and take them over, and they'll only use one of those nesting sites
But they are encouraged to get rid of them.
to remove them from the population. So you can buy these traps and trap the birds, and look, the unfortunate side is you do have to knock them on the head. Make it quick, clean and humane. If you are going into it as well, I've done this many moons ago. The one thing I really learnt very quickly was keep that one Judas bird to draw the others back in.
But what do you use as bait?
I use some dry dog food, some dry cat food you could use, a bit of old bread that you're not going to eat.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
It's not a very... And, mate, you're actually helping the local environment and the local bird life by
True.
doing this.
You are actually investing further in nature and wildlife
Yeah.
by helping this. I
Yeah.
mean, that's for something that's someone that's interested. Look into it. Like you said, men's shed. I think my father-in-law bought his for like $20 off the local men's
Yep.
shed. They're quite a good contraption. They fold down so they fit in the back of the car.
Yep.
You just fold them back up, put them together. knock those birds off. You're actually doing something for nature and conservation as
You're
well.
doing backyard conservation work.
Bingo. And
Yeah.
as well as for the kids, they can be looking at these birds and see how they act and all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah. And yeah, it's the thing I used to do was the anticipation. You'd stand there looking out the window going, go in, go in, go in, go. Oh, it ran in and got that bit of bread and ran back out.
Yeah.
It got lucky. Go on, do it again.
a really good one as well. I think we'll wrap it up. I think we've got one or two more left. And
Yep.
do it yourself amazing race.
Yep.
So set challenges. And if you're a creative parent, that if you want to travel a fair bit around, if you look at your local suburbs leading up, we know where there's a set of stairs. So if you threw it in there, right, for this challenge, guys, when we get there, you can either walk it, drive it, we can jump on a train, go through the city. There's
Yep.
always something free to do. Get in the city and go around in there, take lunch with you. If you do an amazing race, you turn up at, say, Flinders Street. You've got to run up and down the stairs twice. You've got to walk up and down them backwards or something like that, and someone films it.
Yep.
Do creative ones like that. The kids will love doing because they're being videoed. What kid doesn't love that?
You can share that online with your family and friends too at the end of the day.
But if any of our listeners come up with something really creative,
Yep.
I would really love it if they would
Send it
share
through
it to us.
Yeah, send it through.
We don't need your kids' faces.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, we will post whatever you give to us.
If you're happy to send it and share it, we're happy to share it.
We're happy to share it
on.
with our facey listeners, Instagram, the whole lot. But we want to share what other people have done because that allows other parents to see what you've done as an idea.
Another one I've seen.
Yeah.
I have seen. So Bo Miles, the YouTuber.
Yep.
Adventurous sort of bloke. Bit out there, bit larrikin. Good fun. Family friendly.
Yep.
He'd played a game of tennis, but every point had to be played on a different tennis court.
Okay.
So him and her mates travelled around. They played one rally on each court.
Yeah.
And moved to the next tennis court to play it. And they all had to be free.
That'd be like playing golf across the
Nullarbor. But yes, it's that you're taking a simple exercise and you're
Yes.
expanding on it.
Yes.
So, there's those possibilities for it.
With today's technology too, I guess, if you can't avoid keeping your kids away from phones, try to get them create a sport video. Get something creative going, like they kick the ball at one place and then the ball flies past another tourist venue.
Yep.
Yeah. So it looks like the kids kick the ball across Australia or...
Take the kids out in the backyard with the little Matchbox cars and do a stop pause animation.
That's true.
A phone on a tripod, photo, 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 and all the movements, and then you add it all together at the end.
Yep.
Unfortunately, yes, sometimes you can't get away from technology.
Sometimes you
use
can't.
it to your advantage.
That's the point, isn't it?
So if you have a cheap tripod that's sitting there that can hold your phone,
Yep.
you can set that tripod up in a permanent position and the kid takes a photo.
That's
moves
it.
the car a few millimetres, takes a photo.
Yep. It's gonna take a while, but the end result, the kid's gonna walk away going, "Look at my video. Their
I made
creation
this.
was in it."
Yep, that's right. So
Cam, I think we've run out of time on this one. We've
That's
given
easy.
quite a few ideas on this, man.
Hopefully it's helped.
building, traveling, moving, but not sitting in front of a screen.
and if you have to, use it wisely.
Use it to your
Yeah,
advantage
that's
to
right.
create it. Well, mate, happy
There
school
we go.
holidays to you, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Hope you guys have a good one too.
We will be. We'll
Yeah.
be travelling at this point. So
Yes,
when
you will be,
when
actually.
when people listen to this, we
You
will
guys
be
are
travelling.
gonskis.
So
Yeah.
again, fantastic. Remember, absolutely and utterly check on all your mates.
Yes, big advocates for that.
It's always about keeping in contact and making sure everyone's on a good page.
A phone call, a message,
Makes
all
all the
sorts of
difference.
stuff. That's it.
Alrighty, mate. We'll talk to you next week.
Cheers all.
Cheers all.